When you see the army that is fighting for you, you will no longer fear of what is coming or may be against you. 2 Kings, the 6th chapter and the 16th verse says, "Do not fear, for those who are with us are more than those who are with them." Now I'm going to paint you the picture of this story, and you will see how it relates to us today. I love this story. In the days of the prophet Elisha, the king of Syria seized upon an opportunity to capture Elisha, who was in the city of Dothan. He mobilized a great army, and he had many chariots and horsemen and weapons, and he was surrounding the city that night. He wasn't prepared to take any risk of losing this opportunity. So early the next morning, the Elisha's servant went outside, and he looked and he saw the chariots and the horses, and he was immediately in fear of what was coming. He thought there is no conceivable way that they are going to get out of this situation. There's two of them and a multitude of the enemy. They were completely surrounded with an army that was intent on killing them. The servant flew in a state of panic, and he awakened Elisha, and he said, my master, what shall we do? Look at the armies out there. What are we going to do?" And he was absolutely, totally in that state where we often find ourselves wondering, what in the world are we going to do when we're being attacked on every side? Have you ever felt that way? I think we all have at some point. And that's why if you put yourself into this servant's shoes, you will feel that. But without faltering, what did Elisha do? What did he say? "Do not fear, for those who are with us are more than those who are with them." Can you imagine again how that servant felt, thinking that, did this guy lose it? Like, is he blind? Can't he see? And again, Elisha prayed a simple prayer, and this is what he said: "Lord, I pray, open his eyes that he may see." 2 Kings 6:17. And God honored that prayer, and the Lord opened the servant's eyes, and he saw what Elisha saw. He saw the chariots of fire. He saw the magnificent horses, but they were not on the enemy's side. They were on Elisha's side. There was no way that anything could penetrate that force that was coming at the enemy. Nothing. God was on their side. God was protecting them from unseen forces. God's angels were on every side. Isn't that exciting? You see, they saw different things initially. And very often, we don't see the whole picture. And very often, my prayer is for many of those who don't see the whole picture. God, open their eyes. Ephesians, the 6th chapter, tells us, open their eyes of their understanding that they may see. Those you are praying for, that you want to come to Jesus, that you want them to have the understanding of who God is and how much he loves him. That is spiritual insight, and God will grant it to you when you pray and ask that for somebody else, that you want them to see God's love, to see how God is working for them, not against them. You see, we have nothing to fear, because in Isaiah it tells us in the 54th chapter in the 17th verse, no weapon, none, that is formed against you can prosper. Thank you for listening. This is Carol Graham with Praying for Miracles with Carol. Don't forget to subscribe, and I appreciate your comments, and I look forward to to hearing from you. Thank you.